Everything. That's my answer, Mara.
Yeah. Well, we know where it started. Justice League was done filming. It was in post-production. From what we've seen, the cut was probably locked at that point for Zack's cut. So they were getting ready to score it, which they had some score done. They had special effects done as well, too. And so then Zack had a tragedy in his family. His daughter, Autumn, unfortunately took her own life. And also with the studio mandating all the changes that they wanted after seeing his rough cut, he just cannot handle everything and all of this at once. So he decided to step away and let somebody else and let them finish the movie. He assumed, I'm sure, like a lot of directors would, they're just going to finish the post-production. They're going to finish the special effects and the scoring, and it'll be out there. But no, the studio came in, did not like it at all. Jeff Johns, John Berg, I believe is the guy's name too as well. He's a huge Spurg as well. They came in and decided to bring in Joss Whedon. And of course, there are a lot of people in the media and the press that said Zack chose Joss Whedon. He did not. He did not choose anybody to come in and redo his film. So it was completely the studio's interference. They came in, they did, I think, 75 to 85% reshoots on the film. You can tell the special effects are not very well done. And the end product, instead of pushing it back and, letting them figure something else out, they decided to just rush it out to the 17th of November when they had that date.
Yeah, and just to interject really quick, Jeff, the side-by-side of Steppenwolf, and someone made a meme, someone should be fired. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my God.
Accurate.
Right? Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Even in the Vanity Fair article of and then not like basically an unnamed Warner Brothers executive, and I'm pretty sure he or she wanted to be unnamed for a reason, admitted when they watched Whedon's cut of Justice League, said it was a piece of shit, but they still put it out anyway.
Yep.
Sorry to cut you off there, but I just
no.
It looks so bad.
It does.
Oh man.
To this day, of course, we know Zack has not seen the film. His wife and Christopher Nolan watched the film and came in and talked to him and said, "You can never watch this movie."
Are they friends or?
Oh yeah, Christopher Nolan. And Zack Snyder.
Nolan was the executive producer on Man of Steel.
Yes,
they were.
They basically told him it will break your heart.
Yeah, Nolan basically handpicked Snyder because the studio wanted to do Superman.
Right.
And he was like, Nolan didn't think that was the right thing for him, and he wanted to move on to something else. And he's like, well, why don't you go talk to Zack? And Nolan and Zack and the studio got together and talked, and that's how Man of Steel was born, because of Christopher Nolan. So yes, Nolan loved Man of Steel quite a bit. But yeah, I'll let you go ahead, Tim. I know you're going to say something.
No, that was it. I just wanted to interject that meme I saw. Someone should be fired. Because it looked like a bad Halloween mask is what it looked like.
It does.
Yeah, it did.
It does. And I will say this too, like, look at the newest Steppenwolf trailer we just got. Look at how menacing he is. He roars to the heavens, for fuck's sake.
And you have the Parademons like pulling Atlanteans out of the water, like dragging them up to Steppenwolf. Like that is someone you do not want to mess with. And then you have Darkseid that comes in later.
Yeah. Steppenwolf from theatrical is like some uppity British snob in it, like sipping tea at tea time. That's what he feels like to me. He doesn't feel like a villain. He doesn't feel like they're really never in much danger against him. He doesn't feel like a villain that's going to hurt these guys at all. And the end fight to me just feels like it's really easy, and they get done with it really quickly. But so just wait and see what we got coming for Zack Snyder Justice League. It's going to be a much different film, and a lot of people out there will tell you it's just a director's cut of the same thing we've already seen. No, what we saw in 2017 was the stuff that was reshot. This stuff was already shot. They were filming this before BVS was in theaters. They were filming this
To expand the question that Teresa asked, we know it was all fucked up, and I've read some about it. But let me ask you this: why did they do it? Was like Whedon given orders from the studio to make it more like Marvel? You think more, lighthearted and
I think
stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Because there's definitely even still within Warner Brothers a faction that does not like Zack Snyder. Just does not like Zack Snyder. And guaranteed, like it was for two reasons, like one or multiple reasons. They wanted to catch up with Marvel. They don't like Zack Snyder, and they took the opportunity while he was grieving, which makes them pieces of shit, to go in and butcher his movie.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty much so.
It really does.
Yeah, I saw the movie on an airplane. I didn't see it in the theaters, the Justice League, and I remember being very confused and just thinking, what the hell is this? Because it was just very weird, and I didn't like Superman in it. I thought that he was really weird. I don't.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so,
there's a reason for why he looked weird. Is because Henry Cavill was filming one of the Mission Impossibles, and because he couldn't shave the mustache he'd grown for that role, they had to digitally remove it. So that's why his face looks warped in some of those scenes.
oh my, okay, well, that's pretty messed up.
Yep. Because he had to come back for reshoots, and that's our basically part of our point, and says, I'd say like more than 75%, at least 85% was shot and filmed. Because a lot of the rest of what needed to be done was the score and cleaning up the visual effects and things like that. But most of the movie was shot, so he had to come back and reshoot just about everything. So there's going to be scenes in there that will be similar to what we saw in the Whedon cut, because Whedon kept some scenes, but they're going to feel and look slightly different because of how Zack Snyder set them up initially when he was filming.
You want to share my screen, Teresa? That is what they did with his face.
Yeah.
This is the opening sequence. I remember watching the opening sequence, and I was like, what did they do to his face? Like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really weird opening sequence to the film. It
didn't even look like him.
No. Oh, and there's some really nightmare fuel sequences in the field scene with him and Lois and on the farm in Smallville. They're like, what in the world? Like, it's pretty bad. It's really bad. But yeah. Me and Mara and friends get to go through that again next week. So
yeah, I'm hoping the alcohol gets here in time.
Well, here's the thing with the studio meddling. So, they had hired him and said, we want to compete with Marvel, right? And he started this journey and he was heading in a certain direction. Then they start meddling. It's like, how did anyone think that was going to be successful after they said, hey, change the direction of where you're taking this story in this franchise? They're idiots. I mean, we know the answer, but I'm just saying, how can anyone logical have made that decision?
Yep.
Yeah, there's really no real logic to it.